Hello, Gemini. What's up? Ooh, 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 ooh. Welcome to your general love reading. It may or may not resonate. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. We're going to do a reading from the 30th to the 5th of January 2025. Roles can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch the energies, vice versa. Let's see, Gemini. Okay. All right, Gemini. Now, what I'm getting out here is that your overall energy out here, it feels like you do have a lot of love to give. Okay, a lot of you have a lot of the love to give. It is in your nature to keep giving. Okay, Gemini. You still have a lot of unconditional love. But for once, after going through miscellaneous heartbreaks, disappointments, breakups, separations, painful endings in your love life, either with the same person or probably with different people, you are now making a final decision to love yourself first. Okay, a lot of you have a lot of love to give, but I don't think you're giving that love to anybody. You're giving that love to yourself. If there is a past person returning to you, you're making up your mind that no, not the past person for sure. Anyone but the past person. Because you have clarity, and all this while maybe you weren't listening to your inner calling. You weren't listening to what the universe was telling you. Like, cut them off, cut them off, cut them off. Don't be with them, cut them off. If you want to move higher, if you want to ascend higher, you got to cut them off. They're toxic, they're not good for you. But you couldn't do it. Now you have reached a point this week where you're like, yeah, they are toxic, to be honest. Okay, that's what you're going to tell yourself. Some of you may want to give a very, very new person a chance. Others of you are just okay where you are. You don't feel the need to love, or you don't feel the need to be with anyone. You just love yourself, and that's more than enough. In the beginning of the week, Taurus, a lot of you are going to get clarity that a situation that you had invested your time, energy, effort into, you had to quit it. You had to let it go. You had to abort mission. But now you're getting the clarity that you should have aborted mission long back. You should have cut that off long back. You should have switched lanes long back. You should have let something go long back. That's the clarity you have, and it's kind of making you very relaxed and happy. Like, okay, like, I have closure, I'm very happy, and I'm at peace, understanding the fact that that is no longer worth investing into. You were running from yourself, you were not being honest with yourself, but at least that's the kind of clarity you have. You are putting in the work, you are putting in the effort, but the work and effort is not towards the past person anymore. That's what I'm getting. You're dropping the ball. You're no longer wanting to prioritize a person or a relationship from the past. You know where to put in the work, and you're putting all your work on improving yourself. Okay, working on self improvement. For the others of you, you're working more diligently on your craft. You're mastering your craft. You're getting better with your work, your career, your goals, your business. Your focus is something which is going to pay off eventually, because something out here has not paid off, and now you don't want to put in any more work wanting to hold on to false hopes. You're releasing the pain. In the beginning of the week, I see you releasing the pain. I see you healing. You're listening to the inner calling. You're doing the inner work. You're healing. You're getting over a breakup because you understand that you're unable to hold on anymore. You realize that the universe is telling you it's time to let go. It's time to let go. It's time to let go. So a lot of you are choosing to let go and picking a whole new direction. This could be moving towards singlehood, fresh in a fresh perspective and being open to new options, or this is just being okay where you are. Okay. But you don't want to be in relationships which are boring or which have lost its spark, or where you already know it's very predictable. You already know who knows what happens next. Now, in the middle of the week, I feel you're dealing with, this is the kind of person that you're trying to get over. I'll tell you who this person is. I'll tell you what kind of a person this is. You'll know who this is if it resonates. Now, in the middle of the week, you are dealing with someone who digs their own grave, and then they expect you to pull them out. This is definitely someone who abandons you, and then they come back, and then they expect you to understand why they abandoned you. Constantly trying to play the victim. They're doing that again. This is someone who's doing that again. This is someone who is coming back around, who you probably stopped talking to or who stopped talking to you. But they're coming back around jaded. They're coming back around guarded. They're coming back around without seeing, they see the truth of the situation. Okay. But they're coming back around not wanting to trust what the universe has to bring towards them, which is you. They're not wanting to step into that full light of truth and reveal their motives and reveals their principles. Okay. They're still coming back hidden. There's something that they're hiding. I don't know what they're hiding, but they're still coming back hiding something from you. Some of you maybe that they're dating someone else and they're still wanting to be with you. Some of you that they don't really have any agenda to be with you on a permanent basis, whatever it is. Because I see the 7 of Swords out here. So there is still strategy out here. There is still a lack of straightforward and honest approach. For example, you're like, you know what, just be straightforward and honest. You just want to be in my life as a friend, or you just like talking to me, or you like my support, you like me to be there around you, you like talking to me, or you just want to be at your own convenience, you don't want any strings attached, you're not looking for love. That's what your agenda is like. You know what, just be straightforward. Stop playing games. But they won't stop playing games. They won't stop playing games. To choose either or. Some of you, this person's already in another relationship. They're already committed. Okay? And this is what they're hiding from you. Others of you, I feel you're dealing with someone who just does not want to settle. They don't want to settle. They don't want to be in a commitment. They don't want to be with anyone. They just want to be on their own. They're very guarded. They like to be isolated. Which is like, come, go, come, go, come, go, come, go. That's what they want. And they're very selfish and self-centered in their, in their interests. They have their best interests in mind, not yours. So I do feel this person has compassion for you. I do feel this person has love for you. They do. But again, there's a difference between being in love with someone and still not wanting to commit. Okay, like, yeah, I love you, but I don't want to be in restrictions. I don't want to commit. For the others, yes, I love you, but I have to be with someone else. So whatever, pick and choose whatever resonates. Okay, but I see them rushing in. So at least the good news is that they're not emotionally blackmailing or manipulative. Okay, this person has compassion. This person can be a good companion if they choose to be. They already have the traits in them to be a good companion, to be a good partner. But like I said, they're already stuck somewhere else, or then they don't want to be in a relationship. Okay, they just want to love you, but then not want to be with you. By the end of the week, I do feel you are going to face your deadliest fears. You're going to face your deepest fears. a situation that's going to kind of like be like, okay, now, like, I think every time this person comes into your life, right, it starts to trigger hope in you. Like, okay, yeah, you know what, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. For some reason, by the end of the week, you are going to stop trusting unrealistic expectations. By the end of the week, you are going to get clarity about a situation, which is going to release all your fears, your anxieties. It's going to subside the anxieties because some truth is going to be revealed. Okay? And that is going to help you to move forward. Move forward, two things. Some of you are moving towards getting married or getting committed. Others of you are moving forward towards relationships where there is long-term potential. Okay, so you no longer feel the need to be obliged to being in love with a person or staying in a situation where there is no long-term potential. That's for sure. So I feel what's happening out here is that, yes, I don't see you as cutting this person off. I feel this person still stays in your life. But because you're having a hard time moving on from them, the clarity is there, but there is sometimes, even though we see it's not working out, we have a hard time moving on or moving away from a situation or a person. So I feel you're almost on the verge of moving on, but because this person, this situation feels familiar, feels very known, it's a little difficult for you to walk away from them. Okay, so I feel that you have clarity, but you're having a hard time moving on from by the end of the week. Um, you are still stressed, and the universe is showing you the clear picture. Okay, the universe is showing you the clear picture. Like, don't stress. This is not worth having sleepless nights about. But there is control issues. There is still like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. You're still holding yourself back from creating a whole new reality because you feel somewhere, somehow you feel this is still a reality. The problem here is there is truth, there's clarity, there's revelation, there's everything's coming in right in front of your face. But that need to stick to a situation only because you want to stay safe, only because you want to stay with someone who you know it's literally staying with the known devil rather than an unknown devil, which is why I told you as the overall energy. So like I said, you have love for this person. Okay, I still do see that you have love for this person. You do. But again, you are wanting to build long term. You're wanting to move forward and build long term. Okay, some of you, I do feel, Geminis, that you still may feel that there is potential to build long term with this person, which is why you still choose to stay. But like I told you, overall energy, I don't see you as being as vulnerable to this person as much as you were in the past. Okay, you're choosing to love yourself. That's what I'm getting.